Welcome to the Artwork of You, the podcast where your life is the canvas and you are the masterpiece. I'm your host, Lori Gouhin, and together we'll explore creativity, self-awareness, mindset, goal strategy, and the importance of accountability so that you can paint your life's portrait with confidence and ease. Remember, in the gallery of life, you're not just a spectator, you are the art. So let's grab our brushes and start creating the masterpiece that is you. Hello, my friends. I am so happy that you are here with me today because today I want to talk about new starts. So as we find ourselves at the beginning of a beautiful new year, it's important to remember and to recognize the power of new beginnings. As they say, the past is behind us. And now today, in this moment, we're at a point where we have the freedom to shape our future. And actually, the fascinating part is that new starts are not confined to specific times. So although the new year is typically thought of as the time for new beginnings can actually happen any day at any moment. Of course, I'm sure that you already know that, but are you taking advantage of it? You see, every moment presents an opportunity for a new beginning. It's important to remember and recognize that each day, whether a regular old Tuesday in mid-year or a significant day like New Year's Day, is a blank slate. And this realization is empowering because it helps to remind us that we are not bound by the past, but we are creators of our present and of our future. And I want to remind you of the control that you have over your life, and to be mindful that often you might be allowing that control to remain inactive because of self-imposed constraints. And so what I mean by that is that we often allow our lives to be limited by structures and rules that we create for a sense of security and predictability. This might include societal norms like working specific hours, or maybe a certain educational path that seems to be required, or certain lifestyle choices, possibly because of your upbringing or maybe because of your religion. We often adhere to them, not because they are the only way to live, but because they are familiar and they feel safe. And because of that, these ideas can become restrictive. And I think it's important to remember that these structures are not, as one might say, written in stone, but rather flexible ideas that can be reshaped. And I think the challenge lies in recognizing which of the structures serve our growth and which ones limit our potential. So whenever you're listening to this, whether it's early 2024 or at some point down the road, take a minute to think about breaking free from false beliefs and reimagining your possibilities. Question the quote unquote normal and decide what normal should mean for you. This is something that I've done many times in my life. A couple that stand out were when I quit my teaching job after 5 years and I was just about to get a pay increase. And also when I decided to start homeschooling my daughters in 2005. Both were seen by those around me as pretty radical decisions because they weren't considered normal. And I've continued to try and live my life like this because the process of reinvention shouldn't be just a one-time event, but a continual journey as you try to live and grow. And I have continued to try and live my life like this because this process shouldn't be just a one-time event, but a continuous journey as you live and learn and grow into the best version of yourself. Rethinking what's right for you should be a consistent part of your day-to-day life. And I want to clarify that this isn't about sporadic change, but it's a sustained effort to question and redefine, again, what normal means on an individual level. It's about exploring new hobbies, maybe reconsidering a career path or reassessing your relationships. Each time you do this, it brings you closer to a life that's more aligned to your true self. Your life is yours to shape through decisions that are both big and small. And again, every moment holds the promise of a new start. And one of our most empowering abilities is our right to change our minds. It's about making decisions that source your power rather than your defeat. And every decision, every recommitment to a specific way of life is either a step towards or a step away from the life that you aspire to have. So the beginning of 2024, or any day for that matter, is an opportunity to reassess, redecide, rejuvenate the course of your life. And again, we're not bound by our past decisions. We have the privilege to alter our course whenever we think it's necessary. And this freedom is not just, again, about haphazard changes, but thoughtful decisions that align with your evolving goals and dreams. It's about choosing what fulfills you, What changes can you make that will enhance your well-being? What relationships do you need to form or let go of so that your life is more enriched? I would encourage you to do a deep introspection of your life and to reconsider every aspect. Again, from relationships and behaviors to careers, maybe financial goals. It's about asking yourself, if you could make the same choice again, would you? Reevaluating this can help you understand what truly matters and allow you to make more conscious, intentional choices and decisions moving forward. Try evaluating everything, your daily habits to your most significant life decisions. This process will allow you to identify what truly brings you joy and fulfillment and encourage you to let go of what doesn't. And I'm not saying it's easy. Embracing change involves courage, especially when it means possibly disappointing others or breaking away from your familiar patterns. But it's about prioritizing personal happiness and growth over societal expectations. In other words, the importance of being true to yourself, even if it means letting go of relationships or habits that no longer serve your best interest. Because remember, there's nothing wrong with prioritizing your happiness and growth. And I also want to add that being able to let go of parts of you is also a crucial step in embracing a new start. And that means shedding parts of your identity that no longer resonate with you and being able to be comfortable with the unknown. So that might look like shedding outdated aspects of yourself and your life that no longer serve you, maybe changing long-standing habits, redefining your goals, changing your appearance to match who you are now. For example, maybe you decide to go gray. I have a good friend who recently chose to do this. Maybe you decide to purchase trendy clothes or just new clothes because leggings and sweatshirts no longer represent who you are. I used to live by the mantra that my plan is to have no plan. Until one day, it suddenly hit me like, what is that all about? And how is that serving me? And when I got really honest with myself, I realized that it was not serving me at all. And in fact, more times than not, it was hindering me. And so I decided to let that mantra go right then and there. Because remember, a decision can and often does happen in an instant, and that can lead to profound changes in your life. It's also important to understand that failure is a stepping stone and not a reason to give up. So, for example, if you decide to let go of some habit or a relationship and suddenly you find yourself back in familiar territory, do not beat yourself up about it. Take a moment to reflect on it and then decide again. Each failure is a lesson that brings us closer to our goals, and each moment in time is the chance to turn it all around. So just to recap, 2024 or any other new year or any other time of year for that matter holds endless possibilities. We have the power to redefine our lives, to make each year, each day, each moment the best in our lives through conscious choices and a willingness to embrace change and the unknown. Our lives are ours to shape through decisions that are both big and small. And again, every moment holds the promise of a new start. And finally, even if you're feeling like you don't have the freedom to make certain choices or that you're not in a position to make certain choices, don't let that hold you back, because there are always small choices that can be made that will guide you in the direction of whatever it is that you desire. I believe in you. That's a wrap for today, my friends. Thank you for sharing your time with me. And remember to show up in your life like the masterpiece you are, because you are the artwork. Please subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Have a fabulous day.